W, 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 D. What would Wednesday do?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're discussing what's happened so far in the first half of Netflix's Wednesday Season 2, and looking at what may lie ahead in Part 2. Since we'll be discussing major plot points, a spoiler warning is now in effect.
You seem to attract murderers like most people catch cold.
It's a gift.
What's new at Nevermore? Season 2 begins with Wednesday Addams returning to Nevermore Academy, where she discovers that, much to her annoyance, she has newfound popularity as the savior of the school, along with Eugene Ottinger, Enid Sinclair, and Bianca Barclay.
Can I get your autograph?
I only signed my name in blood.
I would expect nothing less.
I never said it was my own blood.
There are some new faces on campus, like Principal Dort, a pyro, and music teacher Isadora Capri, a werewolf.
We have our work cut out for us.
My hand's a little stiff.
No, your hand wasn't the problem. Your pain was the only thing that made your performance interesting.
We also learn a bit more about other supernatural students beyond fangs, furs, stoners, scales, and shapeshifters. Avians, Faceless, and Da Vinci's. This year, Pugsley joins his big sister at Nevermore with his recently discovered spark powers, or electrokinesis, like Uncle Fester. He even gets to room with Wednesday's bee-controlling swarmer pal Eugene. Though, surprisingly, the two loners don't hit it off right away.
They're so juicy. Perfect for late-night munchies.
They're pets, not snacks.
Wednesday's stalker revealed. Wednesday ended last season with an anonymous stalker, which fans expected to be a large part of Season 2.
My very first stalker. Maybe this forced vacation will be more interesting than I imagined. Unlike my novel, not every thread has been tied up.
But that mystery is short-lived, because in the second episode, fellow student Agnes DeMille reveals herself as the playful tormentor. Of course, Wednesday despises the admiration, but uses Agnes's power of invisibility and desperate eagerness to please to her advantage.
I knew that if I came up with the most twisted game, I'd get your attention. I hope it's lived up to your exacting standards. Admit it. You're a little impressed.
The number one stand comes in handy as her idol tries to solve this season's main mystery. Agnes's presence, sometimes unknown because she can go invisible, really gets to Enid, who's just trying to spend time with her roomie.
I'll be sleeping with one eye open.
Don't bother. But you wouldn't see me coming anyway.
Enid and Wednesday's relationships. One of the things some viewers and even some cast members didn't like about Season 1 was Wednesday's uncharacteristic love triangle with fellow outcast Xavier and secret Hyde Tyler.
After Xavier was falsely accused of murder, he pulled his son and his endowment from Nevermore.
Xavier's not coming back this year?
He's heading to Reichenbach Academy in Switzerland.
With the former not attending Nevermore this year and the latter locked up in Willow Hill, Wednesday's messy romantic life takes a backseat.
You can't avoid people forever.
Ironic, considering you've been avoiding Ajax. He keeps dropping gifts at the door like some desperate raccoon.
Enid ended Season 1 dating her Gorgon crush Ajax. However, after gaining more confidence over the summer, she's not into him anymore.
Just didn't expect my relationship with Bruno to heat up so quickly. I mean, we literally skipped right past the talking phase. I just don't know how to break things off with Ajax.
Enid was a late bloomer in her lupine abilities, but she finally managed to transform to save Wednesday from Tyler. Now she's a member of the pack and drawn to Bruno. Claire shippers are still waiting for the roomies to share more than a hug. Maybe they'll get together in Part 2.
Do you even want to be my friend anymore?
That has never been in question.
Principal Dort's agenda. One of Wednesday's biggest fans is Principal Barry Dort. Unlike his late predecessor, Larissa Weems, Dort is all about celebrating outcasts and has no interest in mingling with normies.
Returning Nevermore to its glory days. I hate to speak ill of the dead, but in this case, Weems really fudged up.
I don't like to speak ill of the dead either. It's much more fun to demonize the living.
He's a cheerful administrator with big ideas and unrelenting motivation. He brings the Founders' Pyre ceremony back and doesn't make his students participate in Outreach Day. However, as we see in his interactions with Bianca, there is something darker beneath the surface.
The school is in a financial pickle, and if we don't meet our fundraising goals, I may be forced to let some of the scholarship students go.
Is it all about raising money for Nevermore, or does he have something else up his sleeve? Hopefully, Part 2 explores his backstory a bit, and we get some answers.
You will never try and coerce me again.
Nice try, Ms. Barclay.
Bianca's mom post-Morningsong. Last season, Queen Bee Bianca started as Wednesday's enemy, but after their chat at the Raven Dance, they became friendly, or at least more understanding of each other. This semester, Bianca has a lot on her plate. Principal Dort enlists her to persuade Morticia Addams to secure a large donation using her siren song, something she doesn't want to do.
Hester Frump is the linchpin to this whole campaign. She is the 50-foot shark that will signal the other big fish that Nevermore is worth preserving.
Then why don't you have that conversation with Mrs. Addams?
Because you can be so much more persuasive.
She also has her mother, Gabrielle, to protect. The two left the Morningsong cult compound before it was raided by the FBI.
I heard the FBI raided the Morningsong compound this morning, but Gideon wasn't there.
I'm scared.
Cult leader and Bianca's stepdad, Gideon, is in the wind, but maybe he'll cause some trouble in Part 2.
Got the evidence that Gideon's a fraud, and I sirened those feds into action. They're going to find him, and then, once he's in custody, we'll be free.
Willow Hill's hidden experiments. Upon searching former Sheriff Galpin's cabin, Wednesday comes across his research on mysterious deaths at Willow Hill Psychiatric Facility. She sends Uncle Fester undercover to look for Lois, which isn't a person, but rather a hidden program, the Long-Term Outcast Integration Study, run by Normie Augustus Stonehurst.
Their deaths must have been fake so they could be kept as living experiments. This is what Galpin was afraid would happen to Tyler.
The Mad Doctor conducted human experiments, attempting to give Normie's outcast abilities, including his daughter Judy, who gained the avian power to communicate with birds. She's the one sending crows to follow and intimidate Wednesday.
I was born in Normie, and thanks to my father's work, my beautiful black-winged friends obey my every whim.
Fester and Wednesday free the patients, who promptly go after Judy. Did they kill her, or is she still a threat? And what will happen to the Lois patients? Meanwhile, Pugsley's pet zombie Slurp continues to regrow his brain by eating people. He seemingly recognizes old Dr. Stonehurst before attacking him. Did the two innovators possibly work together at the hospital?
Old friend.
Tyler's escape. The last time we saw Tyler Galpin, he was restrained and being taken away. In Season 2, he's shackled at Willow Hill, no doubt plotting his revenge. Chief Psychiatrist Dr. Rachel Fairburn can't get through to him and allows Wednesday to visit.
What brings you to Nevermore, Dr. Fairburn?
Miss Capri generously offered to teach a music therapy class at Willow Hill. You know what they say, music soothes the savage beast.
I'll take weapons over Wagner.
Tyler also reunites with his former master Marilyn Thornhill, aka Laurel Gates, but he can't be controlled anymore.
I've been dreaming about this moment.
She breaks him out during the power outage chaos, just for him to kill her. Wednesday comes face to face with the Hyde again as she's helping an unknown Lois patient. Could she be Tyler's mom?
Go. Now.
Before fleeing the hospital, he throws Wednesday out of a window, leaving us on a cliffhanger. The Fate of Oilia Frump. Although they made some progress by the end of last season, Wednesday and Morticia still have a complicated relationship. And keeping even more secrets only drives them farther apart. The budding psychic has struggled with her raven powers.
It's nothing, just a minor psychic glitch. You're not to breathe a word of this to anyone, you understand? Especially my mother.
She has black tears running down her face every time she gets a vision, something Morticia recognizes from experience. Her sister, Oilia Frump, was also a raven, driven to madness and committed to Willow Hill, though she escaped.
You sound just like Oilia. She was impatient and strong-willed and allowed her ability to drive her to madness.
Morticia and her mother, Hester, clearly don't want to talk about her. But how can Wednesday know the risks of her powers without hearing the cautionary tale of her missing aunt?
It's a mother's job to stand back, let her figure it out for herself. Thrive or die.
Says the woman whose youngest daughter has been missing for 20 years.
Wednesday saving Enid. At the end of episode 1, Wednesday has an intense vision triggered by Enid's touch. She's transported to a dark cemetery filled with hovering crows. As she looks at the headstone, Wednesday hears that Enid's untimely death was her fault. Maybe she makes a mistake like last season and drags her roomie into another dangerous mission. Or her growing distance from Enid causes the latter to do something reckless.
But after last year, I figured we'd be closer. Seems like you prefer hanging out with that pint-sized psycho, Agnes, more than me.
There's also the addition of Agnes. She and Enid fight over Wednesday's attention and friendship. Could she ultimately harm Enid out of jealousy? Now that Tyler's roaming around in Hyde, he might just make good on his promise.
Say hi to Enid for me. Tell her I'm gonna kill her the next time I see her.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. What to expect in Season 2, Part 2. While this season features a handful of new guest stars, fans are arguably most excited to see Lady Gaga in Part 2. She plays Rosaline Rotwood, a Nevermore teacher. If that name already sounds familiar, it's because Morticia and Gomez are staying on campus, specifically in Rotwood Cottage, the former residence of Ms. Thornhill, aka Laurel Gates.
Marilyn Thornhill lived here last year, but thanks to Wednesday, she is now enjoying much tighter quarters in prison.
Not pine box tight, but a girl can dream.
We anticipate more Nevermore events, notably their upcoming fundraising gala teased in the trailer. With local murders on the rise again, human experiments, a Hyde on the loose, and a lot of family drama, it's sure to be a spectacle.
Pugsley shot up like poison oak this summer, and now that you're both at Nevermore, I have been wondering what my next chapter might be.
Are there more surprise guest stars? Another murder mystery? Anything is possible. We just hope to have some lingering questions answered. Netflix will release the final 4 episodes of the season in Part 2 on September 3rd, 2025. What are you most looking forward to in Part 2? Let us know in the comments below.
I'm sure Wednesday would enjoy having you around more this year.
What do you mean around more this year?